So we're here at Qatar in what is daytime. So we have the guys now doing their 10-minute qualifying. Into turn 1 goes deck. And he's wide. For some reason the lap's still able to go and he has running wide actually, so. So he's gone through the first sector. No, well yeah, but his thing hasn't gone up, so. So who is it behind him? Who's on that lap? Is it Mini? Who's that directly behind Deck? Max, he's on a invalid lap. So it is going to be Mini who's going to be setting his first lap. He's going to be setting the first lap of the session. Mini's also got Josh for company behind him as I do something stupid. Right, into the fast rights now. Oh, Mini on the green there. Lap is over. So Josh now to be the first person to set a lap time. We do. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Fortunately, no howling today due to Wi-Fi. As you've just seen, if you read in the chat. Josh crossed the line to set the opening lap time of a 1:59.4. Jack Berman is the next person on a lap. Max has crashed. And now into the final corner as Deck has crashed. And replacing Howling is legendary, I've just figured that out. So Jack crossed the line, goes pole by 8/10 over his teammate. So with this being one of the longest tracks of the calendar, qualifying you've only got like what 5 laps maximum. So Jeremy crosses the line and goes third. Finley now he's on a lap time. And now into the final corner. Josh improves his time at 2/10 second. Finley 3/10 down. Mini now looking to set his opening lap time of the session. and he goes 5th. Davies goes 6th. And now Deck is going for the long left. Max is just now entering the final left-hander of the circuit. Right-hander, yeah, left-hander of the circuit. Now I was a question myself. And now into the final corner. And he pulls out. So under 4 minutes to go. This looks to be a pole position setting lap for Deck. Deck crosses the line and goes pole by 6/10 of a second. Legendary improving in the first sector. Nelson, he's yet to set lap times, so he's going to improve in the first sector no matter what. So Nelson could be gaining a lot of points on Howling today. He's gained some, well, not payback, but you know, he's some justice from Kimi Ring, I guess you could say, as both of them have now been plagued by Wi-Fi to miss around. And now into the final corner. Legendary improves, unable to improve on his position now. Josh behind Nelson. Nelson goes 2nd. Josh goes 5th. Davies into the final corner, banging on the rev limiter. Davies improves to 7th place. Or was he 7th anyway? I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. No, he has improved. I won't mean stupid. Max improved. No, I don't think he's invalidated his lap time. He'll probably have a couple more goes at it. Nelson with a crash shot. Berman's improving. And now round the long left. Through the last left. Around the final corner. And they cross the line. So quite a few of them have completed the session. Mini, he might have just exceeded track limits a bit there. And he remains where he is. Finley and Nelson are improving. Where's Max on track? He's coming to the end of his lap. Finley's validated his. Max crossed the line and remains in ninth. So it's just Nelson now to complete the final lap of this session. And across the line to take pole. Nelson takes pole from his teammate Deck. Jack third, Finley fourth, Josh fifth, Legendary sixth, Davey seventh, Mini eighth, Max in ninth.
Greetings to all our viewers from the peninsula of Qatar. The floodlights that light up the Losail circuit are on.
Just waiting on the final couple of riders. Then we can get going. Excuse me. Let's go. Nelson on pole, Deck in second, Jack in third. Nelson could take the championship lead after this round. And it's go. And both Red Bull KTM Ios get away well as they head into turn 1 for the first time. And it's gonna be Deck who takes the lead into turn 1. Both Mark VDS's good inside, and Mini's gone down after a collision with one of the riders. But it's the two Red Bulls in first. Whoa, Nelson taking a way too much risk than he needs to at this point of the race. So it's the two Red Bulls, then the two Mark VDS's. So you got Davies on the NTS in 5th, Max in 6th, Finley 7th, and both Grassini's in 8th as Deck goes. I think he's got punted a bit wide there. Davies is now into 2nd. Deck's going to go round the outside and retake 2nd place. And now he's going to try and take the inside. Oh no, Josh on the inside goes into 3rd place. Nelson goes wide, Deck retakes the lead, but Nelson gets the exit and holds on to the lead as they now enter turn 7, sorry. Round the hairpin. And it's all tightly bunched. This Deck's got two riders on each side of him. Josh goes up the inside, and Josh has gone down. Josh goes down, Jack Berman. And Jay Davis has been taken with Josh. So Jack Berman now's into 3rd, Finley's into 4th, Legendary 5th. Nelson at the front. He's got great pressure from Deck behind, but Deck makes a big mistake into the transition from left to right. But Deck remains in 2nd place. And Finley in the background getting hunted down by Legendary. As they enter the left, Legendary looking up the inside, not able to do so, and now we enter the final corner of the circuit. Will we see any overtaking manoeuvres done on this opening lap? No, as Legendary runs a bit wide. But they're right on Nelson's rear wheel as he pulls up alongside him back into the slipstream. And then he pulls out, side by side they go, down the straight, and into turn 1. Who's going to outbrake each other? And Deck gets into the lead of the race. He hugs the curb, but Nelson's got the inside for the next corner. And Nelson is through. The Deck undercuts him and retakes the lead. Jack Burman just holding off Finley and Legendary at the background there. Can Nelson fight back? He can't do anything into turn 4. What about into turn 6? No. Deck's just got a bit of a buffer to keep Nelson at bay for now, as Jack Burman has got Finley and Legendary behind him, and Max just in the background there. So this is not going to be easy. Jack's got a lot of pressure behind from 2 riders who can easily just slip past him or outbrake him at any point if he makes a mistake. So they exit this awkward corner as they go round the long left. Nelson has nearly lost a second to Deck as Legendary's taken both Finley and Jack and goes into 3rd place, but Jack's going to fight back if he can. No, he can't, and Legendary goes from 5th to 3rd, and both the other 2 have been demoted 1 place. But Legendary runs all the curb on the exit. Jack looks up the inside for the penultimate corner, can't find a way through. Now he's going to look for the last corner, switches sides. Is he going to send it into the final corner? He can't, but he's going to try and get a good exit and go and get some nice slipstream. And he's got Finley behind him as well. So these 2 gaining as they enter turn 1. Jack Burman on the brakes, up the inside of Legendary. Finley outbrakes himself due to this added slipstream. And Legendary's back in front of Jack, and now Jack's going to have to try and fight back. These 2 have raced. Actually, no, they haven't raced each other with them being in different divisions last season. Mad Max and Davies have got long lap penalties, which are at turn 6 in the circuit, as these 3 continue to fight for 3rd place. Finley just struggling to stay with them now as he's making a couple of mistakes here and there. And into the hairpin they go. Oh, Legendary's got a bit wide. Jack's going to go up the inside, but Legendary's going to get the better run, better exit, and remain in front. Legendary hugging the curb. Jack Burman taking the late apex, but so is Legendary as Jay Davies has come down. As now they go for the quick flick left to right, and now Jack Burman's going to send it into the hairpin. Surely, no, he can't. He couldn't get far enough alongside, but he's keeping the tight line. He sets the bike up early, but Legendary's got such a drive out of that corner. Davies has crashed again. As now they go into the sequences of 3 right-handers. Oh, he's gone wide. A pair of them have gone wide there, trying to hold on to Legendary. And into the final corner, as they will start the penultimate lap of this race. Finley's gone down! Finley loses the front, probably. Can't really tell. The Deck now starts the penultimate lap of this race. 1.1 second lead over Nelson. Why has Jack Burman lost 3 seconds? It's odd. But now Max is in 5th, Mini 6th, Josh 7th, who's now got a long lap, and Finley is 8th. What a turnaround. Max are getting haunted by Mini's going to send up the inside into turn 4, not quite, but he's taking the tight line. He's up the inside and he's taking 5th position from Max. Can Max fight back? Yes, he is going to. He's going to go into turn 6. He's going to try and get the inside line, but he's forced to take the outside. But he's going to try and undercut. But no, the bike can't be turned. So now he's going to have trouble from Josh, who can't make his way through currently. These two do have long laps, so they will have to serve that on the final lap of this race. Well, Max makes a mistake. Josh is going to go up the inside. It's going to be tight. Josh is through, but they go flick right. And Josh is through. Nice and cleanly. Deck holding a nice lead. Just controlling it. As he goes round the final corner and comes down the straight for the penultimate time, and will start the final lap of this race. Into turn 1. Through turn 3, running over the curb. Josh has managed to find his way past Mini. Mini fights back against Josh. Josh holds it round the outside, which will now turn to the inside for turn 3. Is Mini going to close him the door? He does. Oh, Josh has got a right run through this double right. But Mini's in the perfect place to block. And Josh Shaw is going to send it into turn 6. No, he's going to take the long lap penalty. He's taken it successfully. Davies has ditched. Don't know whether he's disconnected or just left, but he has ditched out of here. As Deck now through the long left. The rear tail will be spinning a whole lot. God, what's happened to Jack Berman? He's 6 seconds down. On Legendary, just 2 laps. But it's Deck now as he approaches the final corner. And it's going to be Deck who will be victorious at the sale, with Nelson coming home in second. A Red Bull KTM IO 1-2. Legendary brings home third. Jack Berman just about going to hold on to fourth. God knows what happened to him at the last laps. Mini 5th, Josh 6th, Finley 7th, and Max in 8th. So Deck wins with Nelson in second, Legendary third, Jack Berman 4th, Mini 5th, Josh 6th, Finley 7th, and Max in 8th, with Davies vanishing to Pluto.
Nice.
Can't choose wet weather, can you? Because I'm gonna... Anyway, let's go for race number 2. 5-minute session, that's really the only difference. Did not read the message Jack sent because I'm an idiot.
we're back at the circuit for second qualifying.
Right, so because I'm a donut, and I don't read messages because they've got notifications turned off for the stream, Jack Berman needed to reset his internet. So what I'll do is, I won't restart the lobby because it will take too long, so I'm going to have to put him last, I'm sorry, it won't make a difference, he'll have to pace to get to the front anyway. But I am a donkey, so Jack has full permission to go in the chat right now and call me a donkey. So went to turn 1 for Deck, back in the rear. Now into turn 3, you got Josh and Minnie, is that? Or was it Legendary? I think that's Minnie. Yeah, it is. Behind Deck, so they've got so those who've got a good marker in front of him. As they now enter the turn 6 air for Deck, back in the rear end so nicely there. And now through the long right of this section. All in 3rd or 4th gear, depending on gear, and maybe even 2nd. Probably 3rd gear though. Through this left. And now into the final corner. Josh has invalidated the lap, unfortunately. That crossed the line, 58 flat. Minnie goes 2nd. Max goes 3rd. Nelson, if we can find him. Coming to the end of his lap now. As he enters the final corner. Nelson across the line and goes 2nd by 2 tenths. Findlay, 3 red sectors. Is this going to be pole position? No, it's not, but it's 3 tenths off. It's getting excited then. So Legendary now round 10 and 11. As he now enters the triple rights. And now into the final corner. Across the line, and it's 5th. So Legendary's quali pace doesn't seem to be strong, but his race pace certainly is. getting a podium last time. Finley's got some pace, just if he can maybe improve a little bit in his final sector. As Mini now is entering he's on his final lap. Currently not on board to improve. Let's see his third sector. Yes, he's improving. So he's improved his third sector. He's run on the curb and he's gone down. Finley's gone down as well. Unfortunately, that's those two out of qualifying. So you got Josh on the lap, you got Max on the lap, you got Deck on the lap, you got Nelson on the lap. So Nelson is the furthest ahead of all of them. And he's set to red sector 2. And he's gone invalidated like a donut. So now it is Max who leads the train. Deck might be able to get a slipstream at the end of this. But Deck's red in sector 2. He's looking to go full smoke, get pole position. Josh with a red sector 2 as well. Josh, who has Deck as a marker. Deck might get a better slipstream actually at the end of this lap if he's close enough to Max. So now we're going through the rise. This is going to be about timing for Deck. If Deck can just reach him just after the final corner, that'll be perfect for him. Well, I don't think he is. I think he's just going to run into... And he's invalidated the lap time. Unfortunately, Max is getting a bit too much in his way. Too early. As Max into the final corner. Josh. Oh, he's gone down. So that means Josh is now the final person to that lap. He's actually going to get a bit of slipstream from Deck's autopilot. Here we go. And he crosses the line. To go second. So Deck gets pole, Josh second, Nelson third, Finley fourth, Mini fifth, Legendary sixth, Max seventh, and Jack Berman in eighth. So because I'm an idiot, I'm going to have to restart everything.
Greeting. Park Firmate starting to fill up with the stars of this race. So let's take a look at the official results.
Who am I missing? Deck. Max. No, I'm not missing Max. Who am I missing? Legendary. Where's Max got to be? 7th. Yeah, everything's right.
Greetings to all our viewers from the peninsula of...
Hello to the new viewers. Right, so here we go. Last race. Just a few more to go. Let's go. Yeah, he is. Deck is racing. He is on pole. Here we go. So, Deck, pole position. Josh in 2nd. And Nelson in 3rd. And we're off. Josh not having the greatest of reaction times as the 2 KTMs pull away as Josh actually gets back into 2nd. Finley pushed off the track as they enter turn 1 now. And it's going to be Deck who leads the way, but he's ran a little bit wide. Josh holds the line, and Nelson's going to go into the lead as well, but everyone's made it through turn 1 cleanly. Nelson hits the front. Dex lost the front, he's gone down, and Josh is unfortunately taken with him. And that is, their race is over. Simple as that, as Legendary's pushed onto the grass. And now we have Mini in 2nd, Max in 3rd. Jack Bowman, no, he goes round the outside of Max and goes into 3rd place. Finley in 5th. But Nelson has been given a freebie with Dex crash. And this is his chance to win this race and close even further on the gap to Howling in the standings, as Mini running very, very wide there. And now he's got Jack Bowman, who started last, is now 3rd. Mini's got even wider, and Jack's going to take 2nd. And Mini could even drop to 4th if he's not careful, as Max goes round his outside. Oh, he's completely mistaken his change of direction. But now he's got Finley up his inside. But Finley not able to make any sort of move. So it's... Oh! Oh my god! That is incredible! He's a what? Oh! That's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. So, I don't know what's just happened, but Nelson leads. Jack is now 2nd, Finley's 3rd. Oh my god. And Max Dex in 6th, and he's going to be, I predict he's going to be the fastest guy on the track, so he could still pull out some kind of result here. It seems like his race 2s, especially in this championship, are cursed. Oh my god. So, Legendary now looking for his 2nd podium. And Finley now, I don't know how many podiums he's had this season, but he's looking for one. and Jack Berman in second place. He's had he's had a few podiums this season. Not a win yet. That's next to be ticked off in the boxes of his checklist. As Max runs a bit off track there, and you can see the gap between Max and Deck is starting to fall quite rapidly. As these two now are going to possibly start battling. Jack had a very significant drop off in the last race. I don't know if that was due to tyres, fuel mode, or what. But he had a very bad drop off of lap times at the end there. So hopefully he doesn't have that this time. Oh God, first. And now here we go into the triple rights. Finley right on Jack's rear end. And those right there for the picking. As Jack Berman goes well off the track. He's got to be careful now he doesn't get any another warning, because it will be a long lap penalty for him. And Finley now oh no, he's right, he's running a bit hot into the corner. Jack takes a lot of curve, and the curves are very grippy on the circuit, so you can actually gain a lot of benefit and corner speed. And now he's going to try and move, but Jack Berman has got the speed, and he's going to pass him down the straight. And he enters second place to go side by side as they enter the braking zone into turn 1. Finley takes the second position as the front locks in the opposite direction. Good old opposite lock, forcing Finley wide. He just broke himself just a tiny bit, and Jack is back into second place. But Finley ain't going to give this up. And Deck now, as you can see in the background there, is about to pass Max. As Max makes a mistake, Deck is going to get the run and takes the position into turn 4. Deck fastest lap. Podium could still get second place here if these guys start fighting. Wait, Max has got back in front of Deck. Deck's going to go round the outside of Max. We're just going to turn to the inside. And there he's... Oh, bit of contact between the two there. Is Max going to send it up the inside into this corner? No. He yields, and Deck is now into 5th place for sure. I hope for his sake. So he has a chance to gain. He's got 1.6 seconds to catch these three in front. Well, look at that gap. He just shrinks. It's just shrinking so fast. As he now into the triple rights. Jack's got to be so careful. A long lap penalty is not so far away. Can't make a mistake. Legendary's been dropped here. So these two have got some good pace at the moment. Finley has a lot less to risk at this point. Jack has to make sure he's precise everywhere. He can't afford any mistake. But to be honest, I think Finley's just going to try and do what he did last time. I hope he's going to set up the inside move. No. Let's go on the helmet camera. Let's see the effect of slipstream on this game. On these bikes. There he goes in the slipstream. And he's gaining. He pulls alongside and he's through. It's like he's on a Ducati, but they're on the same bikes. Well, slipstream, that's slipstream for you as they enter turn 1. Does Finley run wide this time? No, he closes the line, and he is now into second place as Deck, as I'm about to give one to random people for nothing. Deck is now on the back of Legendary, and the move, it could be set up into turn 4. Maybe it's a turn, never mind, turn 3! That was close. Now to turn 4, Legendary. He's got a lot of pace to hold back. In the form of Deck is Jack, and Finley starts to battle as he enters the hairpin. Jack is back into second position, and Deck has managed to find his way into 4th. No, he hasn't, as he's ran wide, and Legendary retakes the position. He's back at this end of the battle. Jack is just remained second. Finley's on the inside as they go side by side on the exit. And it's Jack who just holds it. Deck can't pass Legendary yet. But you can tell he's itching to get past. As his pace is the fastest on track. Finley takes a very, very wide line. That's good. He's managed to take a lot more speed because he's not turned as much, and he's through. He's into second, but he runs wide. Jack's going to go back up the inside for the next right. No, he can't. And now into the penultimate corner. And now into the final corner of the circuit. I imagine that Dexter's probably going to try and outbrake Legendary into turn 1. Or maybe use a bit of slipstream. Nelson out in front by an absolute country mile. Just please, Nelson, keep it on the road for the sake of yourself. So here we go, the last lap for these four. Into turn 1 they go. Finley maintains lead. Dexter to go round the outside of Legendary. And he's made it work. Very nice by Deck there as the two in front. Still squabbling. They don't want to be doing this. They need to be tactical about this, but I don't think they care. That force on the Finley, but Finley's going to say no and fight back. He uses... Oh my lord! Finley, what was that? That was terrible. But at least he's not taking second position. But now Deck is all over the back of these two. These two squabbling. They didn't realise that Deck is actually behind him. Finley's going to send up the inside into the hairpin. Surely he's outbroke himself. He has. And Deck's now and Finley's outside as he enters turn 7. Deck's going to cut up the inside and he's now into the podium position. But Finley's going to hold it round the outside as they go into turn 8. They flick left and now they flick right. And Deck's into third. Who would have thought? He already cannot believe he's in this position after his turn 2 crash on the opening lap as he hits the curb there. He now tries to get the exit round the long left. But Finley's gaining. He's gaining like he was in the previous lap on Jack, but he's not able to pass. Deck's going to send it up the inside into the right. And he is through into second place on the final lap of the race. Just before the final sector. Who's going to get the final podium position? Jack Bowman's got along that penalty, so that means Finley is assured a podium as long as he just 6 behind and doesn't do anything stupid. Dex is short of second place, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid. And Nelson's already on the straight as they enter the final corner. No stupid sense by any of them. And it is going to be Nelson who wins race 2 at Qatar. Deck brings home second place. What a comeback. Jack Berman 3rd, Finley 4th, Legendary 5th, Josh after his crash with Deck in 6th, Mini after his trip into outer space 7th, Max in 8th. That was a cracking race, guys. Well done.
While the riders complete their lap, Park Firmate starting to fill up with the stars of this race.
Nelson takes victory, maybe even the championship lead. I haven't worked out in my head, even though I should have done. Deck 2nd, Finley 3rd, Legendary 4th, Jack Berman 5th, Josh 6th, Mini 7th, and Max in 8th. Wow, what a race that was. Is Legendary's not even in this. Is he? I don't think he is. So we just wait for Legendary to enter the lobby, but not lobby, the party. Right, so we'll start with the interviews. So race 1, in 3rd place we had Legendary, so Legendary, welcome to Moto 2. Not bad for your debut to get second to get 3rd place. Yeah, you had to fight off Finley and Jack for the first half, but then Finley crashed, and then Jack had a very big lack of pace at the end. I don't know what happened to him, but sure it was a fun experience for you. So we will now move to Nelson. So Nelson, race one, you got the whole shot. You got pole and the whole shot into turn one, and you managed to hold off Deck for a lap until he managed to overtake you on lap two. And then, unfortunately, in that lap two and lap three, Deck extended the gap, and then you were just about able to hold on to him for a bit of a lap. But then, unfortunately, Deck's pace was just a little bit too much for you, and you had to bring it home in second for the Red Bull 1-2, which I think is the first 1-2 of the season. So, well done on that. And how was it getting second?
Wait, first of all, does the stream hear me? I don't know if the setting is fucked up or not.
I'll just check.
One wants to check real.
Okay, you should be heard.
Okay, good. All right, so yeah, I mean, race one was still positive no matter what because I had a good battle with my teammate. I was a bit aggressive because it was a bit the same situation as quite you and me last season on the Moto 2. I knew that was the faster man on track and faster man with the race pace. So I just tried to hold him off and have a little battle. But then when he overtook me and I saw him immediately put like a 5-10 gap on me, I was like, okay, now I can try to push and stay with him. But he just pulled away. He was just way too fast for me that race. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna maintain my pace. Save my tires first of all because I could have pushed more in the last few laps and it worked. Save my tires, save my fuel a bit, and yeah, I don't know, just brought it home in second. So first 1-2 for the team, and first glory for my teammate as well, what he deserved already in the Aragon. But unfortunately, things happen, so this is just well deserved. So congrats to my teammate right there.
Yeah, well done. Speak to you in a bit. So, Deck, a win. How was it?
It was good. Race started off good, ended good. Teammate was pretty aggressive, but I know it wasn't personal. It was just him, just like me, wanting to get away from the pack as quick as we could. But we got P1, P2, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, well done. Get you back up the order in the championship where you should be. After all your bad luck and disconnects and whatever else you've had this season. So, third place was Finley due to Jack's long lap. So Finley, you and Jack made that race extremely entertaining for myself and probably the viewers, because from about lap 2 onwards, you two were just dicing for second place the whole time, and unfortunately, I don't know if you probably were battling so much you didn't realise Deck was on your case, and he managed to take the pair of you on the last lap. But how was that race for you?
Yeah, it was great. First, I'd say congratulations to Nelson and Deck on the 2 wins, and Jack for a great battle with me, and Deck at the last part. It was great. I started off well, got into position, and then I got hella scared from Minnie's bike, went flying. I don't know what happened there. But then, after a little while, I got into my rhythm. Jack was there, me and him were going back and forth. We had a good battle. But the thing is, me and him passing each other, was letting Deck tag on as quick as he can, and Deck had hella pace as well, so he was on his charge coming through the pack. My tyres were much better that race compared to race 1. I don't know what happened in race 1 with the tyres, but this race is much better. But yeah, it's great to be back on the podium, and great to be back on the podium.
Yeah, so congratulations on that, and I'm sure more will come. So we're back with Deck. Unfortunately, you got pole this time, but unfortunately into turn 2 you lost the front. I don't know if you just if whether you and Josh collided and that's why you crashed, but you and Josh ended up on the far wall of turn 2. Somehow you managed to remount and bring it home in second on the last lap, which was incredible. So congratulations on that. So how was your comeback through the field?
I blew turn 1 that allowed Nelson to take first and Josh to be beside me. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe my rear slipped and hit his bike, but unfortunately we had a crash. But luckily I had the pace and you know people making mistakes, which allowed me to catch up. People battling, but I was lucky enough to catch up and get second and another P1 P2.
Yeah, so that's good for the team's championship as well. So I'm sure you and the team will be skyrocketing up the standings. So finally, Nelson, your race 2, not really much to talk about. You took the lead after turn 1 when Deck went wide, then Deck and Josh crashed, and then you proceeded to smoke him in what must have been a very boring 5 laps for you, but it's a race win, potentially championship leading opportunity now, as well as probably leading the team's championship as well. So how was that race for you?
Well, as you said, not much to say, but I must say, race 1 I had a really bad tire choice. I had a medium hards equipped that was suggested by the team, but unfortunately I didn't feel that competitive with that tire and dropped off quite quickly. But race 2 I decided to go for something a bit more tricky for the rear tire. I went for the mediums, and gladly it was very stable. It braked a lot better, so I could push a bit more on the braking zones. So technically, when I got in first, I just was like, okay, let's focus and try to defend from Deck. But unfortunately, I looked back and I saw them all crash in the background. So I just escaped in the distance, and whenever I saw my teammate popped up in second, I just got really hyped up. So it wasn't that boring of a race because I could have keep in touch with what's happening behind me too. But yeah, another 1-2 for the team as well. And now Howling is not here, and last week I gained a lot of points on Howling. Means I might be the championship leader now, so I will be pushing for the championship to continue this route and continue to stay consistent in the races. So this is very positive. So all smoke no mercy. That's all we say.
Yep. So congratulations for the 1-2 and victory. And yeah, you could be a big championship threat to Howling now. In what looked to be pretty much wrapped up, well, not once he wrapped up, but a difficult task for yourself, but which has been made a lot easier.
Yep.
So that has been round 7, 3 rounds to go. It's all to play for in the championship, and we'll see you next week. Hope can we next week? Yes, we can. Yeah, let's think about that. Yeah, so we'll see you next week. See ya.